Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Showdown! My name is Spade, and are you ready for some rarely used beta? So the new tier is finally here, and I got this team filled with some big threats that I thought I would just try out, because many of them will probably get banned. And so this is the unique opportunity to try out some really OP stuff in the lower tier of the rarely used. So my opponent's team looks to be filled with some big threats as well. He's got Azelf, Raikou, and Kyurem. I got my own Kyurem here and my own Raikou. And looking at what he could lead with, maybe the Azelf, but I'm kind of thinking it's a late game Nasty Blood Sweeper. Maybe the Pharaoh Seeds to set up some hazards, in which case I could try and respawn with my Shaman, which does have hidden power fire, which will most likely not even kill. But whatever, I'll still just go with Shaman. And he does go with the Pharaoh Seed to set up entry hazards. Because the thing is, I don't have a spinner on this team. I just kind of just slapped the most powerful things that I could think together, and that's my team. And those rocks are here to stay, which does kind of stink. Now, I guess I could go for the Earth Power in case he feels like switching into something. And if he stays in, Earth Power will knock out the Pharaoh Seed from this range. And he goes into Raikou, out of all things. But it looks like he's running Assault West. That thing didn't do any damage. And there's no way Raikou can take a Life Orb Earth Power from a Shaman so well. So it's an Assault West Raikou, which is pretty cool. He may just end up going for the Mold Switch. I think I'll just go for the Signal Beam, okay. And I miss my Seed Flare. Well, isn't that fan-diddly-tastic? What? HP... What? What? Why would he say HP fighting? Yeah, it's fun to have spectators speculating everything. But anyways, I got my own Assault West user. Of course I get confused. That is great. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. Because, yeah, he's most likely gonna switch out, and maybe I can knock off an item of something. Oh, that sucked. That really sucked. Oh, man. Because Azelf kind of, like, outspeeds everything on my team. And knockoff, I don't know if it would have knocked him out, but it would have done a bunch of damage. Come on! Am I... Really? And now he's faster, he's got the coverage. Really? I mean, really? How do I want to go into my Rhyperior? I am especially defensive, so I hope... Okay. I hope I can take one hit, or he gets greedy. That works out too. Now, I do not want any more entry hazards, but he actually protects, so... Should have gone for the rocks, but I didn't. I just want to get rid of this thing. I highly doubt he's gonna switch out into anything, just sack it. But in comes the Sharpedo, which is probably going to protect, do all that jazz. Now, I do have solid rocks, so I could potentially take one hit. And get off some powerful damage. Or face him out. Because I have nothing that I can really safely switch into this thing, that's the problem. Though he may just go for the protect. I'll still go for the... yeah. Another chance I could have used to set up those rocks, but I didn't do it. And he does strike from the physical side. He is Life Orb. His stab's super effective, so... yeah, I don't really know what I was thinking. Anyways, Raikou, it can take one hit. So, let's go for the Thunderbolt. There we go. Even get a defense drop. But now I don't need to worry about Sharpedo, so that is at least good. But I still got this big threat in form of Azelf here. And this thing is most likely his Choice Scarf user. So, I guess we'll find out. Or he has Bullet Punch. That's also an option. If he has Bullet Punch, I don't really know if he has anything to hit my Reuniclus, so this could really be my only opportunity to sit up here and half sweep. It is actually looking pretty good for a potential Reuniclus sweep. Because this thing will not have anything to hit me super effectively. And Kyurem, I don't really know. Like, I guess it could be mixed with, like, Outrage, and that would do damage. But otherwise, I am not really too worried about that thing. And so, in comes Azelf. He's gonna Nasty Plot, or he actually goes for U-turn. U-turn Nasty Plot. That is weird. Okay. Well, that happened. And now in comes Raikou. Well, he was running the Assault Vest, so he's probably gonna... I guess I could just recover once. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, back to full health. Doesn't look like he has anything to really hurt me with, so... There we go. Go for that Side Shock. And Reuniclus kinda seems OP in the lower tier. And he's gonna go for the U-turn again. Which is fine, Oh man. RU tier filled with these big threats. But, let me go for a Side Shock just to knock him out. There we go. Yeah, this is looking like a clean Reuniclus sweep. It was looking really scary earlier. Especially with that Sharpedo there. And me getting confused. That was horrible. But I'll go for the recover. Just because I'm not sure if I can get the 2-hit KO. So now I should be able to do that. Although this Azelf is not really a problem in the slightest, because he's running some sort of really weird set. But it was looking scary for a moment, but Reuniclus, the OP Reuniclus, which probably should get banned from the tier, came true, and we're gonna go ahead and find another match. And this looks like, I don't know, more like an NU team, if anything. Have fun. Potential leads. Does Seismitoad have Stealth Rocks? I don't think so. It's kind of like Gastrodon. It doesn't have rocks, but it doesn't have Recover either. Or does it get rocks from the move tutor? It may. In which case I could lead with my Shaman. What else could he lead with? I'll go with Shaman. And he does lead with that Seismitoad. Makes me think he's got rocks going on in this thing, so... Made the good play. But now he's gonna switch out either his Muck or his Lullaby. Those are options. I had Psychic on this thing first, but then I figured I don't have fire coverage, so I will just put HP Fire on this thing, and I do have the Reuniclus, so let's just play it safe, see how he responds. He does go into that Muck, which is alright. Perhaps I should have gone for the Earth Power, but, you know, wasn't really sure if he wanted to go into that thing, so some damage is good. And maybe I could have gotten the Special Defense drop, which would have been fandiddly-tastic. But Escavalier is kind of a full stop. This guy, I'd say. But I guess he predicted that. In which case, a nice play. Anyways, I do have Rhyperior. does have resistance to this thing's dual stab, so I'll just switch it in. I guess he predicted something as he goes for the Dark Pulse, but I still take it quite well, and I think I will just opt to set up my Stealth Rocks now, since this is, at least I think, a free opportunity to do so, as he switches out into Misdreavus. Probably going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. So what I could do, go either into my Shaman, or then I could go into my Reuniclus. I'm weak to a potential Shadow Ball, so I think I'll just go in Shaman, as he does go for that Will-O-Wisp. I do have a bunch of residual damage, and I'm offensive alive for variant, so that is never great. But I'll play it safe. Go for the Seed Flare. Should do some good damage, and it does. Way over half. And okay, so he's got Hex going on. I think what I'll do is go for the rest here. Alright. That will work out quite nicely. Now, is he gonna expect the Escavalier again? Well, honestly, I don't really fear it, even if he does that. I'm just fine. It is in his best interest to predict a switch, as, you know, my Shaman is sleeping, so obviously I'm gonna wanna switch out, get that natural cure going, so he could easily pull a double again. But he actually goes into his Seismitoad, so he's most likely just going to wanna set up his Stealth Rock, and it looks like he's got leftovers on this thing, so I think it would be in my best interest to knock them off for the late game. He opts to do the same, knocks out my Assault Vest, so that kind of blows. Probably should have just gone into Shaman, because losing Life Orb wouldn't have been too bad, and I kind of like my Assault Vest. But it's not like I would have been able to take a Fire Blast anyways from a Pyro Orb. So losing Assault Vest, not the end of the world, because he doesn't have any too big, threatening special attackers on his team, so there is that. Anyways, what does he have for... I think I'll just go into my Shaman. I think I will opt to do that. As he goes for the EQ, I do resist his dual stab, so going into Shaman is kind of the safest play that I can do in this case. So, I think, again, I could just go for the Seed Flare, because I may end up getting a special defense drop, which would be fan-diddly-tastic. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. There we go. It's always kind of... the thing with Shaman is that you can just easily spam that Seed Flare, and then go for your other coverage moves to kind of finish the job, which is cool. But he actually goes into Misdreavus, but it will just die off to another Seed Flare, so it is fine. I can get rid of this thing. There we go. It will not be able to cripple my slow physical attackers like Rhyperior and Escavalier, so that is wonderful. Now, however, I was able to take the Dark Pulse earlier so well that I think I will just opt to do the same thing as I did earlier. Let's see if he's going to predict that and go into like Seismitoad. But Seismitoad is not a threat in the slightest, so don't need to really worry about it. And he's got Hidden Power Grass. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Wonderful, wonderful. So he's got like Hyper Voice, he's got Fire Blast, Hidden Power Grass, and Dark Pulse. I think I will still just go for the safe move here, which is Thunderbolt, because he may just want to stay in and attack me, or he does go in that Seismitoad, but it's fine, because, again, I don't really need to worry about Seismitoad too much. Now, is he gonna wanna... Right here I could pull Sub, Because he may predict me to obviously switch out, or he could just go for the obvious move. But I'm not sure, so, you know, by going for the sub, I don't really lose too much. But he does just opt to stay in. And he goes for the knockoff, which was definitely a great play, because, you know, it's always going for the knockoff is always kind of win-win. But I thought he may want to predict me to switch out. But at least I don't lose my item right now. And he might be more inclined just to... Well, he's still probably gonna spam that knockoff, because he really loses nothing by going for it, so there's that. Anyways, I think I could just... I'll go into Shaman, because if I lose my Life Orb, I'm perfectly okay with that. And I think right here I will just... I'll just go for the Seed Player. It's fine, it's fine. And he actually stays in, which is great, because the Seismic Toad still in the end was stopping my Raikou from doing its shenanigans, so having this thing out of the picture is absolutely great. But, anyways, do I need Shaman really for anything else on his team? Thought he would be kind of useful, but at the same time I could just sack it so I can get a save switch into something like Raikou or Kyurem. Yeah, I think I'll just sack my Shaman at this point. I will do that. And then I will send out my Raikou. And right now he's got nothing that really enjoys taking a Thunderbolt. But how many speed EVs am I running on this thing? Because I thought I would outspeed. Like, Raikou is at like 120-ish. And Pyro can't be that fast. So I will have to check. Perhaps I have the wrong nature on this thing. Do you have Shadow Sneak? And will that knock me out? I do have Escavalier though. Really, under any circumstance, I can switch this thing in, so I think it is still in my best interest to do so. And he's got Power-Up Punch. That is interesting, but I got Drill Run, so... Let's go. Let's go, Muck. Knock it out. And we're done. And now comes Lullaby. I think I will just, knock off your item. At this point, it doesn't even matter that he got rid of the Stealth Rocks, because it's so late game, and I already got some good damage from the Lullaby. So, I think I should just go for the Iron Head. And now the thing is... He's probably... Yeah, I'm just worried, because, like, if I sack this thing, he's gonna go into that Girder and start, like, setting up on me. But then again, I do still have Reunitless. So, whatever, I'll just kill this thing. As he actually still wants to roost. Which is alright. I think I will take this opportunity to go into my Raikou. He may want to keep on roosting, he may just go for the knockoff, which may or may not knock me out from this range. It probably will, although I don't know how high Lullaby's attack is. It was only doing like 12% to my Escavalier, so... Yeah, drop a Thunderbolt. We're done here. And now I can pressure his Girder. Probably doesn't want to start setting up. And even if he does start setting up, like, bulk ups, you know, it's fine. It is fine. This thing is a Violet too. And he does start setting up bulk up, but I'm at 40%, so I'm pretty sure I can live a Mach Punch if he decides to go for it. I think his best move in this case would be just to go for the Drain Punch and try and get a little bit of a recovery. Because since he's running a bulky spread, most likely, Mach Punch even at +1, I think I can survive it. Raikou does have decently good natural bulk, so there's that. And he does go for that Drain Punch. That was really his optimal play. Kyurem hasn't really got an action, so let's go into Kyurem. Finish this thing off with the Ice Beam, and perhaps he doesn't even have that. You know, most likely didn't have the whatchamacallit Mach Punch. I don't really know what else would you run on a Girder. But anyways, let's get at least this one more. Again, kind of a NU-ish team that we got going on here. He's probably gonna leave with Golem and be all like, hey, I can live with my sturdy. And set up rocks. Yeah, I swore too. But this is RU beta, so it's not really the finished product yet. Okay, we got Executor. What does this thing even do? Let's go for the Hidden Power Fire. Should do like decent damage. 40%? 53. Not bad. So now he's gonna go for his own, like, HP Fire, most likely. So would it be in my best interest to switch out into something like, maybe... Nah, whatever. I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit. It's just Executor. I'm shaming. So he's got kind of like his Sunny Day team going. Now he's gonna go into that Victory Bell. He's gonna go for like... Is he gonna go for like... Does it have like Weather Ball? I would kind of like to go into a Cavalier, but at the same time, like, I don't want to do that. But he's gonna go for like Sludge Bomb, or I'll go into Rhyperior, bait out some moves to do some pivot switching here. Hopefully don't get poisoned here. So there we go. Now he's gonna go for the grass type move. So what I could do, let's just go into Cure. Let's just go into Cure. There we go, Solar Beam. Oh, that's a nasty critical hit. Nasty one indeed. Hopefully I can take a Sludge Bomb right now. And I barely can. That was close. That critical hit kinda sucked, but oh well. There we go. The sun is off. Now it's gonna go into Golem. It's probably gonna wanna like set up rocks. I think I'll just go for the Ice Beam to break his sturdy. Just to break it. Oh, Weakness Polish. Is he gonna Rock Polish? Yes, he is. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But what do you outspeed? I'm semi-worried. He does outspeed my Kyurem, but does he outspeed my Raikou? I'm still not sure, like, what kind of speed EVs am I running on this thing? Anyways, I think if push comes to shove, my Reuniclus can take one hit, but I'm still hoping that my Raikou can outspeed it, because it's faster than my Kyurem. But it's not. What kind of speed EVs am I running on this thing? Let's probably like check. Can I... Well, I do have Rhyperior, but at +2. I'll go into Reuniclus. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting if I get swept by a Golem here. But I do get off that Psyshock, so should have saved my Raikou by like... I thought I would outspeed, because Golem off the Rock Polish still isn't really that fast. Anyways, we got Sneasel here. Do you want to sack this thing? Honestly, I can kind of just spam Iron Head with my Escavalier and be all cool. I'll go for the Focus Blast in case something happens. But, alright. Life Orb, Sneasel. I will go into Escavalier. Go for that Iron Head. because he's got nothing that can really switch into it. I don't know if Licky could have some sort of fire type move to hurt me with. He's probably just gonna go for the knockoff, but whatever. A Golem was pretty interesting though. I don't really know what speed it does reach after that rock polish. I should really have like a Scarfero or something on this team. I think that would be great. Knockoff did a bunch of damage. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's see what he's gonna... What is he gonna do now? He's gonna go into Haunter, and I'm gonna go for the knockoff. Does he have anything to one-hit KO me from this range? Yeah, I didn't think so. So, knock out that Haunter, and then the only thing I need to worry about would be the Licky, but I don't know if he's running like some sort of support set, as he just left. But that will do out of this session. It was pretty interesting with the Golem at the end. Almost got destroyed by it, rolled over by a weakness policy, rock polishing Golem. But, yeah, that'll do out of this session. I'll have to fix my speed EVs, although I'm still not sure if Raikou, with Timid Nature, max speed, would be able to outspeed a rock polishing Golem. Because honestly, I haven't seen Golem in a long time, especially in a sweeper role. But it is kind of sluggish, even after rock polish, so I thought I would outspeed it, but it turned out all well in the end. But yeah, Ryu is kind of a mess at this moment, but I thought it would still be kind of cool to try out these big threats as they will be gone. And this is indeed a unique situation with these Pokemon. Some of these Pokemon will never be seen in this tier again. So now is the only chance to use them. So you should go ahead and have some fun with them while you still can. The serious RU tier is on the work, and it will probably take like 3 months again before we have enough usage to make it official and everything. And you know, then there's the banning sessions going on. Kyurem will probably be the first Pokemon to get banned. Maybe that, I don't know about Shaman. No, it is kind of a great Pokemon, so it could be next on the list. But anyways, leave your thoughts again. What do you think about the current RU tier? And do remember that it is indeed in beta, and it's a work in process, and in the future it should be turning for the better. But now at this time we can just have a lot of fun, just trying out random stuff, OP stuff, and go all crazy. And I think that is really fun at the beginning of the tiers. You know, just try out all these big threats, just have fun, go crazy, do whatever you want, and then later serious battles await in the lower depths of the RU tier. But anyways, rambling again, so thank you so much for watching, and I will most likely do more RU battles in the future. In the 5th gen, it was definitely my favorite tier, so we shall see how the Generation 6 RU tier will turn out. Really hard to say right now, because all this random OP stuff down there, and it's a mess, fluctuation, everything. But we shall see how it will turn out, and I will check you guys next time for more RU battles, most likely on Showdown. Until then, this is Spade, rambling and signing out. Peace!